everybody, my name is Heidi. I'm coming to you from sunny Florida, and this is episode 5 on my YouTube channel. If you are a new viewer, thank you so much for taking a chance on checking me out, and I hope you really like this episode and more to come. And if so, you can press the like and subscribe button and see what's happening with me next. And if you're a returning viewer, I'm always so appreciative for you coming back, chit-chatting with me, and inspiring me and motivating on all my things that I do with you. And so far, this is episode 5. I've had so much fun doing this, and I hope to continue it as long as I can. And well, for the last few weeks, it's been crazy here. Visiting on Thanksgiving and now getting ready for Christmas time, and Hanukkah just ended. So it's that time of year. We're all crazy, but it's all good stuff. So I'm here for the last few weeks. I got a lot done and have a lot of finished projects, and I have just a couple of works in progress. But it's amazing what you could do in 2 or 3 weeks. And on the opposite, it's amazing on what you can't do in 2 or 3 weeks. It all depends on the mood, things in your life, and that's just how it goes, and that's how life is. Today, here in Florida, even though it's a sunshine state, it's raining cats and dogs. So what better thing to do than to talk with you guys about what's happening in my life? So, should we start? Take your coffee, your beverage of choice, your knitting, your crocheting, your cross-stitching, and come join me. Okay, I'm going to start with my finished projects. Okay, behind me, I went tree crazy, but I'm telling you, I am done with making trees. So let's see, the most finished one is my tree. Oh, it's so pretty. This tree, you can do it for Hanukkah, you can do it for Christmas, any holiday. You can keep it out all year round. It's blue. Anyway, this is crocheted with the ruffled fir tree pattern by Yarn Inspirations, and I used the yarn called Perrier Night in the royal blue color way, and the size I hooked. It's done. It came out really fluffy. I love it. Okay, crochet is not my my favorite hobby to do. I like it, but if I was only better, maybe I'd like it even more. Anyway, it came out really cool. This project is forgiving. Nobody can see my mistakes. It don't matter. So that's that tree that I did. Okay, I'm gonna put it back in its home for now. And then I did a pink one. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. This tree is knitted, and it's called the from the holiday tree pattern. And what size? Let me check to see what size needle I used. I used a size 10. And inside is a styrofoam cone and a heart pin. I love hearts. It's my favorite shape. So this was fun to do, but as you can see, I have so many trees. I'm done with trees. It was a lot of fun, but that's it. I think I'm done with all the decor of the holidays for this season. After a while, it's like, oh, that's enough. Okay, so that's what I did with my decor. Okay, so, finished. I made all these beautiful fingerless gloves. I'm finally done with all of them. There are 6 pairs here. Just think, 12 of them I knitted. Okay, and this is made with by Serta Jewel Homespun, a size 6 needle, and these are being gifted to my future daughter-in-law as bridal party gifts to give all of the bridesmaids. Well, they live in, the Midwest, so it does get cold, and I hope they like it. They could all pick whichever ones they want, because there's no 2 that are alike. So that was a lot of fun. I hope that they like them, and I'm done with this. Yay! Did enough of that. Okay, The next finished project is for a little girl that I know. She wanted me to make her socks because I made her socks for her mom, and they were shorties, and I gave them to her just a few weeks ago. So I'll post a picture of what they came out like. And the reason I made the shorty socks, I was getting rid of some stash, but I also wanted to check out the Fish Lips Kiss Heel sock, and I did it on that shorty for her mom. And then the little girl, she wanted a pair, so I made her with my stash, size 1, 2.25 millimeter needle. I used 2 at a time on 2 circulars. My favorite method now is 2 circulars, 2 at a time. And again, I did the Fish Lips Kiss Heel. I wanted to try it again. Still not the biggest fan because along the, I don't know, gusset, it's a little, loose and holy, and I don't like that. It bothers me. But I still like my slip stitch and gusset heel the best. But this is fun to do. I just don't like that space in there. They'll never know. The pattern that I used for this was from Tin Can Knits, their Rye Light. It's a free pattern, and it starts with baby up to adult. So with this little girl, I did 52 stitches and like 10 rows for the cuff. And I don't know how much I did, maybe 5 inches for the leg, and then 5 for the foot, and just a round toe. Anyway, so now she's dying to get them. And then I have to make one for a little sister, much smaller pair. I gotta get those started. Anyway, so she'll be happy. No more bothering me to make her a pair. It's done. So that's that finished project. Okay, the next one is, I guess, more gift giving, and I'm done with that. I'm getting crazy making all. I just want to do my stuff now, even though I give away most of my stuff, but this stuff. Okay, the shaker dishcloth pattern, and I love making these because you do short rows, you never get bored, you're switching colors, you don't have to cut the colors, you just carry them along the way. And this will be a dishcloth. It's made with Knit Picks Dishy yarn and a size 5. And what I'm gonna do is gonna buy a little dishwashing detergent, and I wrap this around it with a nice ribbon, and I give it as a gift, just as a little token to a neighbor or anybody I'm associated with that I'm close to. So that's that one. Then I made another one, a little bit bigger, same pattern, the shaker dishcloth pattern, by Stacy Perry from Very Pink Knits. And this was used with Circulo 100% natural cotton. A little bit bigger on this one. With the pattern, I love the pattern because it tells you a size, and then if you make it smaller, want to make it smaller, they give you the pattern to make it smaller. And you don't have to use a picot edge, you can do a rounded edge. They give you the instructions for all of that. It's a great, great pattern. Again, give it as a gift, wrap it around some dishwasher liquid, and as a little token, everybody could use it. That's why I like making these. So, and right now I'm drinking some decaf coffee. I don't drink regular caffeine because I don't need all that energy. I have enough of that as it is, and it makes me too jittery. But anyway, I'm putting it down on, from the same pattern, but a coaster. I love the coasters, best of all with that pattern. And it's just good so you don't have to make any coffee mug rings on your table. You just put it on your coaster, and then you wash it when it gets dirty, and it's just a nice thing to have, and it looks pretty. I love having pretty things on my table. So that's with this, the washcloths, the dishcloths. You can use them as washcloths too. It doesn't matter. Oh, they feel so good. Okay, more gift giving. Okay, I saw this on the website of vickyhowell.com, and it's a gift bag holder knitted. What a fun pattern. It's a free pattern on her website. I put a gift card in here and a little present. And I loved it. I did modify the pattern just a little bit because I did one and it was too small. It didn't hold the gift card too well. So all I did was I increased a couple of stitches at the beginning. They called for 27, so I figured everything have to be by threes, multiplied by 3. So I just did 30 stitches around, and such a fun pattern. And it goes by quick. So I made a couple of them because I'm going to give gift cards to a few people. So I did these two are the same. See, this one's smaller. This one I think is with, no, this is with 30. This one is smaller with 27. It is, see, it's smaller. And it didn't hold a gift card as well. But I'm going to use it anyway. And I alternated colors. This was with red ribbing and this is with green ribbing. And let me check out, what size needle did I use here? Oh, size 9, that's right. And I did DPNs the whole time, not too many stitches. And yeah, size 9. Lots of fun with this one. You could do it in a night and have it done. It's a good thing and they can keep it forever. Or if you don't want to put a gift card in there, you could give it like little candies, little chocolates in there. Somebody that on my Zoom call gave a great suggestion. If you're doing Advent or you're a maker of Advent, you could put the mini skeins in here and give them to everybody as part of the holders for the mini skeins. What a great idea that is. This could be used for anything small to give a little token. Stocking stuffers put in here. Such a great idea. Anyway, check it out, vickyhowell.com, and it's there as a free pattern. And this I used with my Dishy from Knit Picks for cotton, but the pattern calls for a worsted weight yarn. So if you have any of those scraps around, use that. But I figured this is worsted like, and cotton I had it, use it, and that's it. But you could use any worsted weight yarn and it'll work out just as good. So check it out. Anything I talk about today will be linked down in the comments below. For example, this one, vickyhowell.com, and anything else that I talked about. So if you're curious or you want to do it, check out in the description part of my channel. Okay, so that's finished. Oh, now one more. A cross stitch finished. I showed it the last time and it didn't look like anything compared to what it looks like today. This is my charmed Santa face. I love it. Is my heart facing the right way? Yeah. Look at that. Before I showed you two pieces separate. The hat by itself. Santa was bald. Not anymore. He's got a hat. I love this. I'm gifting this to my son because he has a tree. And I try to make an ornament every year for him to put on. So this is done through a kit with Mill Hill. And you could find lots of those kits on Etsy or eBay. My friend happened to gift this to me quite a while ago. I took it out of my stash. Anyway, so I stitched it. Then at the when you're done stitching, you put in the pearls. See all those pearls? I'd say most of it is pearls and very little cross stitching. But the pearls are easy. It's almost like cross stitching in the pearls. Then at the end, a heart that it was included. And I'm not the greatest finisher, but I always try my best. When you're done with it, you have to trim along the edging of the cross stitching. It's on a perforated paper, which is so easy to use because you can see the holes better when you're stitching. So I trimmed around the edges of Santa and the hats. Then I glued it, felt on the back of it. I tried to put, my signature, Love Mom, and the year that I did it, 21. Glued that on the back so you don't see all my, ends and everything in the back of the cross stitch project. So I cover it up with felt. And then I made a cording for the hanger, and that I stitched inside, attached it inside of the felt and the stitch piece. And the cording, I have a little quarter that I bought a while back to twist the floss and to make a hanger out of it. I think it's awesome. So that's going to be gifted. And that's it for my finished projects. Okay, I only have a couple of works in progress. Some of them are big, like my blankets, cozy memory blanket. I'm not going to bring that out. I did work on it a little bit, but I don't want to bore you every time I do my podcast with that. And I have another baby blanket that I'm making that's ongoing. And my shawlography, that is still in its bag, in timeout. I don't even want to look at its face for now. I can't deal with it during the holidays, but I will deal with my troubles after the holidays and get back to that. Right now, I don't have the head for it, so I'm not going to do that. The next thing I have, it's a half project finished. Okay. This is a sock that I'm doing with a sock along with Nitty Natty, and from her Love and Stitches podcast. She's doing Sock Miss, which is a knit along, 3-week knit along, or make along. You can do crochet too. And it has to be holiday themed. It could be winter themed, Hanukkah, it could be Christmas, it could be Kwanzaa, it could be winter, snowman, whatever you want to do. It can be a shorty sock, a long sock. So I used one of her sponsored makers for the sock. This is Ruby and Rose's yarn. That's the yarn. And the pattern is from Dana Ray Makes. It's called the Peppermint Garland. I'll get to that in a minute. This yarn is beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. If I tell you soft, I'm not kidding you. I've never used her yarn before. It is beautiful to work with, and it feels so nice. So I used a size 1, 2.25 millimeter needle. I just used 2 circulars, one at a time with this one, because I didn't want to have to worry about separating for 2 different colors with this pattern. Now this is the Peppermint Garland. The pattern calls for you doing this garland up here all the way down. I ended up pitching that idea because when I got down to the heel, it got so confusing with cutting yarn, adding yarn. The next thing you know, I had so many tails, I said, forget it. I said, I'm not going to do it all the way down to the bottom. I'm just going to stop by the heel, do my heel, which is a slip stitch and gusset heel, which I love, my favorite. Came out so beautiful. And then I just went stocking that down to the toe, and then I added back the color down at the toe. Excuse me, I just did stockinette for the foot, and then I did my toe with the contrast color. So it came out beautiful just the same. I did 15 rows for my ribbing. That's what I prefer. I don't like a very, very big ribbing. And then I did the pattern up to the heel, and then the foot and the toe was a rounded toe. And that's it. With me, I always do 56 stitches because I'm a loose knitter. Even if I give this away, it's still loose. So this is my half project. The other half I have to put on the needles. Anyway, by Danny Ray Makes, the Peppermint Garland pattern, and the yarn, beautiful. Ruby and Rose's Yarn Company. Beautiful yarn. Okay. And the next one is, my charity knitting. I have to be honest with you. I didn't do a lot with it because of all the gift giving and the decor that I'm doing. I just dropped the stitch. I bet a slip stitch. I better pull that up. Anyway, I'm still working on charity for Knots of Love. And I'm making one of their patterns. What is this called here? Let me just check it out. Did I write it down? I don't think I wrote it down. Okay. This is it. Something cap. Anyway, I'm using Yarn B yarn. Let me see, do I have it here? Oh, hold on a second, I do. Excuse me. This shows you how crazy I am. Okay, it's called the kitty cap. That just shows you it's been in my bag a little bit that I even dropped the stitch over here. I gotta pull that up. It's a slip stitch. Oops. So it's called, the pattern is through the Knots of Love website. You can get the free patterns there. And it's called Kitty Cap Pattern. You can look that. This is on a size, what size is this? I don't know. The colorway is called Forest by Yarn B. Soft Secret. Anyway, I like it. It's such a nice pattern. So I'm probably halfway through the body of the hats. I'm going to get going on it. Now that I'm done with all this stuff for the gift giving, which I'm done with that, I'm going to start working on this. I like to have everything done before Christmas because that way I can relax and enjoy the holiday instead of being rush, get it done. And this way I can enjoy doing this stuff now and not worry about the shopping, the decorating. It's all done. So I could breathe a little bit and enjoy visiting people and celebrating with them. Okay, so that's all my works in progress. The other ones are big ones. I'm not going to bore you with that now because I showed it the last time. Maybe next time I'll have more done on it. With Advent coming now in full session, I'll have more things to add to my coziest memory blanket. So that will be great. Okay, my acquisitions. There are quite a few of them. The first one I want to do is I'm going to participate. It already started, but I'm participating in another sock along that is with Twin Stitches Design and Moonglow Yarn Company. It's called A Cozy Treat for Your Feet. So I got the yarn through one of the sponsors, which is Moonglow Yarn Company. Look how beautiful this is. I'm ready to wind it up because I want to start this one. The colors are so gorgeous. The colorway is Forest, something Forest. Let me see if I could find it. Oh yeah, Frosted Forest sock set. It is gorgeous. And then when I saw Twin Stitches put up one of her patterns that you can do with it, I fell in love. Cold Winter Nights. I can't wait to do it. So that has been itching me for quite a while, but I wanted to show you the beautiful sock set that I got from Moonglow Yarn Company. And now I'm going to do this pattern. Can't wait to spin it up on my winder. So that's one of the acquisitions. Another acquisition is a gorgeous project bag from Noble Character Crafts. Isn't this beautiful? I have to say, this is one of the most beautifully made bags I ever got. The fabric is so thick and sturdy. It is gorgeous. It's a drawstring, and even the drawstring, it's thick. It is gorgeous with a square bottom to lay flat, and I'll open it up. Right now I'm housing another to make another sock with that sister that I did the other socks with. And inside, beautiful fabric, and there is one of these stitch markers that she attached in here. This is from Noble Character Crafts, and Amy is the one who makes these. And it is gorgeous. I love it. One of the best bags I ever got. Anyway, that's from Noble Character Crafts. She also has a wonderful podcast. I love her podcast. Check her out. And she makes beautiful bags. First one I got from her, and I love it. So that's from her. I had to have it when I saw it. Oh, cool. And she's so sweet. She put in a nice holiday card and wrote something really sweet. And she is such a nice person. You can tell with her podcast. So that's what I got. Oh, I almost dipped the tassel in my coffee. Oh, the tassel ended up being brown. Oh my. Anyway, it's dry in here. I gotta take a sip. I got a Progress Keeper in the mail also. This is from Whimsy and Sassy. All right, let's see if you can get a big, look, a brownie sundae. And she included this other stitch marker, some kind of stone. So beautiful. When I put this on my work, I hope I don't get tempted to have a brownie sundae. I shouldn't get things that have food on them because it tempts me. And I'm such a sweet person. I mean, I love sweets. Anyway, I love that from Whimsy and Sassy. I had to have that. So that was another Progress Keeper to go into my big collection of Progress Keepers. Oh, a couple of things. Okay. My friend, Esther, she went to Canada to visit relatives. And me and her both belong to the Love and Stitches membership, which is through Knitting Natty. And when you, as a member, you have access to Zoom and you meet so many people on the Zoom and they're from all over. You know, we've had people from Australia, Michigan, Ohio, New York, all over Arizona, all over. It's amazing. And we talked to somebody from Canada and Esther's relatives in Canada, and she went there and she met one of our Zoom people in Canada who lives in Canada at their local yarn shop. So they met together, and while they were there, it was so nice. They wanted to get me something from their local yarn shop called the Knitting Loft. Some of you may have heard of it. It's a big yarn shop in Canada. So they met there, and which is so wonderful. This is what's great. Even though all this technology can be overwhelming, but this part of it is just amazing to me, meeting people all over the world. It's awesome. It just brings a smile to my heart. And I love when people come together, and especially with our craft, it's such a bond. Anyway, they were so sweet. They collaborated together. What should we get, Heidi? And here are some of the things they brought back to me. I tell you, so blessed. I feel so loved, and I love back. I love them. Anyway, look at this pin, a hat pin that I'm going to put on one of my bags. Probably from the Noble Character Crafts I can put on, because it's winter, and her bag was with winter scene. So pretty. Love it. Then they brought me in a Progress Keeper of a bear, like a polar bear. Because when she was up there, she lives in Florida. It snowed a lot. And she loved it. I'm from New York. I like snow, but from a distance. I don't have to shovel it anymore. So that's the polar bear. And the pin from the store. Let me open it up out of this plastic bag if I can. I can't do it. From the Knitting Loft. A pin I could put on one of my bags also. So thank you. Thank you, girls. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Ramona, for thinking of me. I love you guys. You're the best. So check out a membership like that. You meet people all over. It's just wonderful how we're all coming together. During the worst of times, there is some light to it. And Anyway, feeling blessed. And another blessing, I tell you, my friend Marie from New York, she sent me something. Also, I have to give her a call because between Thanksgiving and then having company here, I haven't been able to make my phone calls. She sent me a package, a surprise in the mail, and the first one is a book with socks, knitting socks, East and West. 30 designs inspired by Japanese stitch patterns. She knows I love making socks. What a great idea. What a great book. Let's see if I can show some in here. Oh my goodness, look at them. Look at some of these patterns. Wow. I'll have to start moving on this. Oh, I love it. So what a great idea to send me this book. Oh, I love it. And then another hobby that she does. She's a knitter, she's a crocheter, she's a cross stitcher, she's an embroiderer. Very, very, very talented person. Love her. And this is another thing that she does. This is needle felting. You use roving yarn and you use a tool. It's almost like an awl. And you push down on this, on a block of foam or something. You push into the roving and you form shapes and all that. She made me an owl, needle felting. Oh, something like this I keep around and it reminds me of her. So she made that for me, needle felting. I don't know if any of you guys do. Comment below of the other hobbies that you guys like to do. I'm curious to know. So this is another hobby she does. And also I know that she does it with another woman that we used to knit with at a local library. And now they do this together, needle felting together. Isn't that great? Another shared hobby. And she sent me a progress keeper of an owl. How awesome. I love you, Marie. Thank you so much. You're the best. I got to give her a call and personally thank her. So I just got that over the weekend or last week, the end of the week. So that was another thing I got. And I love learning about other people's hobbies, what they do. I've done needle felting. I tried and it takes a lot of practice for me to do it. So, but she is a natural in everything she does. It's amazing. Then my sister gifted me something. She was visiting and she wanted to give me a gift for Hanukkah. I have to show it to you. She's a quilter and she knits, but she's mainly a quilter. So, and she quilted one for my other sister too. So just think of the time it takes to quilt. Anyway, hopefully I can stand up and show you some of it. I mean, to make both of us and give it to us, the time and the love and the effort that you put into these things. All right, let's see if I can do some of it. Look how beautiful. Let me see if it goes this way. This is some of it. It is beautiful. I can't show you the whole thing. Maybe I'll lay it on the floor, take a picture, show it to you at the end. It is beautiful. And this is the back. And let me tell you something. Quilting is not a cheap hobby. I mean, none of the crafts we do are that cheap. But quilting to me is expensive because you gotta send it out. Somebody's gotta do this part of it. Unless she does it, I really don't know. But you send it out. It costs money to do that stuff. So I know that besides the love and the effort and the labor of doing it, that it's costly too. So this is the best. I mean, my place is surrounded by love of people, of what they made me. I cherish it. That's the most, of all the things that I have in my place, the handmade ones are the best and my favorite. So that's that. So that's the quilting. All right. Now, I'm so excited because I've been holding off this morning to show you. I, too, am participating in Advent, and I got 2 of them for the first time doing Advent calendars. I guess go all or go bust. So I got 2 of them this year. First time ever doing it. And I'm going to show you what my Advents are. I don't know what they look like today. I got to get them. So I got 2. One is from Lofty Loops, and the other one is from Ritz Fiber. So for those who don't know what Advent calendar is, a lot of the yarn dyers, they send you a box for 24 days of goodness that you open up one a day starting December 1st, and on the last day, which is December 25th, Christmas, they send you either a big skein of yarn. I'm not sure how all of them do, but the ones I do is you get 24 mini ones, and you open one each day, and then the last one is a big one. So I'm going to open mine now. Let's see what I got. This one is from Lofty Loops. Day 6 on it. Let's see. Look, a little mitten sticker on the back. Okay, I'm opening it up. And let's see what we got. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. And it's got a sparkle in it. Oh, I love sparkles. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, that's from Lofty Loops. I love this. Oh, when I see yarn, I go, woo! My heart goes pitter-patter. I'm a yarny. Can't help it. That's because I love color. And yarn is color. Okay, this is from Ritz Fiber. And this is number 6 too. I tell you, I love this Advent. I'm going to do it now from now on because I love opening up a present every day. It's like a holiday every day. You get to open up a present. Oh, wow, this one is interesting. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's like yellow-orange. Pretty, bright and sunny. Today here in Florida, it's not bright and sunny. It is raining. Cats and dogs. So this brings a little sunshine into my day today. Perfect timing. Perfect, perfect. Oh, because it is dreary. When it rains, I'm not a big rain fan. Unless I don't have to go anywhere, it's okay. But this, it like brightens up the day when you look at this. Looks like a big ball of sun. So that's what my Advents are for today. And I'm so excited. I have to start it. Now that I'm done with a lot of this gift giving, I just have to finish wrapping. Once I do that, I feel like I can work on things that I've been dying to do, like the cozy treat for your feet, sock along. I'm dying to start that. And with these minis, a lot of people, when they get the mini, they work on it that day to make something. So every day they're working on their Advents that they got that day. I haven't done that yet. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I found it from another podcast that she mentioned it, and I looked it up. I'm doing it. It is beautiful. And each day you do the mini for this project. So that's perfect. I'm 6 days behind, obviously, because I haven't started, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to start within this week, I think. Hopefully, the next time I talk to you, I'll show you what I've been doing. Anyway, this is the pattern. Advent shawl. Look how beautiful it is. This is a paid pattern, but I didn't care. I want to do it. So each day you do a different mini on here. There's baubles in there, there's lace work in it, but it's not so much. You just do that one color for the day and that pattern, and then it's done with. So anyway, I can't wait to start this. It is beautiful. So that's my Advents. I'm so excited because tomorrow I get to open another one. I love the colors of this week, but I love almost every color. I think I love every color. I shouldn't say almost every color. Okay, so that's my acquisitions and that's my Advent. the next hobby I do, it's not knitting related, it's not crochet, it's not cross stitching, but it's my reading. I read almost every day, especially before bed, but I also been listening to audiobooks. And I wasn't sure I was going to like this book, so I said, let me listen to it. Well, that was the best thing I ever did, because this book was the best book I read all year. It's called The Nature of Fragile Things by Susan Meisner. I'll post a picture of the book up above. This book was the best book all year round, hands down. I'll give you a little synopsis, and then if you want to check it out, I'll put down the link below of the name and the author and where you can find it on Goodreads or, your Kindle or Amazon, wherever you want. Anyway, it takes place in the early 1900s, and when the famous San Francisco earthquake happened. It's about a young girl who emigrated from Ireland to New York with her mother and lived in the ghetto. It was really rough there. She saw an ad in the paper from a man who was looking for a wife for his kids, for one kid and himself. So because she wanted to get out of New York, and it was really, poor as poor can be, poverty-stricken, she wanted to answer this ad and get out of town, get out of Dodge there. So she answered the ad, and she met the guy. I think they got married the next day. The next day, he wanted to get married, have somebody for his child. He was a widow, and she wanted to get out of Dodge in New York, where she didn't have much of a life. So they got married, lived in the house. He was taking care of his daughter, and then one day a knock on the door happens, and then the rest is history. I cannot tell you what happened. You'll have to check it out if you want to know what happened, but I can tell you that it's during the time of the San Francisco earthquake, the famous one, and the fires that happened. Then check out it, the best book I've read in a long time. So I recommend that highly. And that's it with all my hobbies, my acquisitions, and about life. This time of year, it's crazy for everybody. We're all busy, hustling and bustling to get gifts, to decorate, to finish up our projects so we can do Advent. And same goes for me. We're all in the same boat. And then, so Thanksgiving, went up to Philadelphia to visit family. That was a lot of fun. When you go on these long weekends, it's a whirlwind, visiting here, there, and everywhere, and a lot of eating. Now, my boyfriend's from Philly, and, when you go up to Philly, you have to have Philly cheesesteaks. Cheesesteaks is big. Everywhere you go, you get cheesesteaks. It's like a social thing. You get together, cheesesteaks and wings, all that kind of stuff. Even on the last day, when we go back home, my boyfriend, for breakfast, 6 o'clock in the morning, he wants a cheesesteak. By that time, I am up to here with cheesesteaks. I could explode with cheesesteaks. So it's a lot of fun, and it's so funny that even at the last minute, he's got to have that cheesesteak. So it was great, family, and glad to be back, because when I came back, my sister was visiting from New York. So that snowballed into more activity and visiting and eating and all of that stuff. We went on a nice bike ride to a beautiful park around here that you ride along the Intercoastal in Florida. It's very scenic. The funny thing is, we're riding bikes, but half the time we're stopping and we're chit-chatting and yakking. I don't know how much exercise we got in. Then we stopped for a drink that was at the park. And again, chit-chatting. I think we did more stopping and chit-chatting and eating and drinking than we actually did bike riding. But who cares? It's fun. And I got to spend time with my sister. Then a few days later, I had like a Hanukkah happy hour at my place. We ended up having it outside. That was a lot of fun. I bought, for Hanukkah, like donuts is big. I cut them up into quarters. That was big. Everybody ate that. Gave everybody Hanukkah gelt, which is the gold coins. And it was just so great to be together. So my sister came in from New York, and then my sister who lives in Florida. We all gathered together, and we were so happy to be together during this time. And it was awesome. So that's what was happening here. Very, very busy visiting. But that is what it's all about. Being together and enjoying each other's company and feeling blessed, which I totally feel. Oh, and I just love everybody, and I feel loved. So that's what was happening in my life, and still more, things actually are starting to slow down because I did all my gift giving objects that I've made, so they just have to be wrapped and given to the people, and just have to wrap presents, and the rest is just relaxing and chilling out, which is what I wanted to do. So that's all I have to say. That's all the chit chat. That's all that's been going on. I hope all of you can find the time to breathe and relax during the holiday season, and because we're all in it together. We just want to enjoy the time we have with each other. So until next time, peace to you all, love to you all, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.